Just earlier today, I uploaded a video titled Arsenal are cooking, and people got upset because why are you speculating? Why are you saying stuff that didn't happen? And guess what? On the same day, Arsenal have announced Christos Tzolis, David Ornstein, Bomba, ladies and gentlemen. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Make sure guys are liking the video on your way in. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. This is where I got all these shirts from, and use code MHF for 8% off. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DonHussam6 and add me on Snapchat at HussamLFC. Big up to all of you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's just get straight into it. Let me just put up the David Ornstein tweet, and then we'll work our way through the stuff when it comes to his stats, what he is as a player, and stuff like this. Ornstein's tweet: Arsenal reach agreement with Club Brugge to sign Christos Tzolis. Deal for 24-year-old left-winger done at 40 million euros. Set by Club Brugge, which is approximately 35 million pounds. Move-in process being finalized. Greece international wanted and prioritized Arsenal move throughout, as according to, of course, David Ornstein. Now, look, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. There's a reason why earlier today I released a video, Arsenal are cooking. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. 40 million euros. 35 million pounds. 35 million pounds in today's market is the equivalent of 10 million pounds from 5 years ago. This is the reality, because 80 million is the new 50 million. It's the truth. So when you look at a player like this, regardless what you think of him, obviously none of us watch the Belgian league. Let's be objective, you guys. So we can only look at it through the stats. Maybe we can go off of his Champions League games or the one or two games he's played here and there. However, the price tag is so unbelievably cheap that it almost mitigates the risk. Because even if Christos Tzolis fails, the fact that he's played for Arsenal, his PR playing for Arsenal alone, would allow him, in case he fails, to be sold for 20-25 million. So it's not like there will be a massive loss. And the guy is 24 years old. Now, here's the genius move by Arsenal. They sold Leandro Trossard. They moved him on, which I think Leandro Trossard is a good footballer. I think he's a good player. I think he gave Arsenal many good moments this season. Arsenal sold Leandro Trossard and then replaced him with Tzolis, who has, and this stats is going to shock some people, in 36 games in the Belgian league, he has 17 goals and 23 assists. He has 40 GA in 36 games. Now, we've seen players come from the Belgian league, like Lukaku. We've seen players play in the Belgian league and other players as well, who's performed over there. Obviously, he's not going to get 40 GA in 36 games in the Premier League. If he did, he would surpass even Salah. So no one's expecting that. I think Arsenal are going to sign the likes of Morgan Rogers. I think Arsenal are going to sign one more left winger, and I think they're going to let go of Martinelli. They're probably going to improve the number 10 position and the striker position. The three, forward line areas that Arsenal need improving, they're going to improve. So Tzolis simply becomes the backup option, which I think is a very smart move. You sold Trossard, you got rid of Trossard, and basically you got a younger version of Trossard, someone who is a good, goal scorer, someone who can put the ball in the back of the net. And he's young, and he obviously Arteta can teach him, and the Arsenal players and stuff like this. So I think this is a very intelligent signing. And if you want to improve your squad depth, instead of spending 100 million, 100 blah 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 million on someone to improve your squad depth, you went and you spent 40 million euros on someone like this. And the same way we pointed out that Tielemans signing for Man United for 35 million pounds is a smart transfer. This is also a smart transfer because he even retains his value. So even if he has dreadful time at Arsenal, you're going to sell him for 20-25 million anyway because of his age and because of who he is. So he's a goal-scoring player. He's a goal-scoring winger. And he's a good backup option for Arsenal. If things go as planned for Arsenal Football Club and they sign Morgan Rogers, then obviously Morgan Rogers would be the starting left winger. And he would be someone who's able as well to play in the 10 and to play in that area. And we saw Morgan Rogers' pass to Anthony Gordon against Argentina. Now, I know England eventually lost the game, but that pass, that creativity is something Arsenal are lacking. And the only thing really, you looked at Arsenal last season and said that they're lacking is a forward line improvement. And this is one of the steps that will take them closer to improving that forward line. I know people don't believe in the Julian Alvarez thing at all, because as soon as you mention Julian Alvarez, you get like 10 people message you immediately, 10 people comment immediately. Oh no, he only said he's going to go to Barcelona. He won't leave, blah, blah, blah. He won't do this. He won't do that. And everyone's just scrambling like, bro, chill out. It's a possibility that he goes to Arsenal. It's a possibility just because Atletico Madrid don't want to sell to Barcelona or Real Madrid that he ends up joining Arsenal. And this will allow Arsenal to improve their squad depth from an offensive perspective and increase their chances of going back to back. Because every time I'm asked, do I think Arsenal will go back to back? And I say yes, and I break down the reasons, people say the same stuff that they always say. You're glazing, you're blah, blah, blah. But Habibi, who's in a better position? They are the most stable football club of the top 5 clubs right now. The most stable by far. They're already Premier League champions. Like, they're already the champions of the Premier League. It's not like they have to get over the line. They already gotten over the line. And they're improving their front line. As things stand, I think the only true competition for Arsenal is probably Manchester City with Enzo Maresca in there. And even then, do I trust Enzo Maresca to go the whole season and challenge Arsenal, given his lack of experience, given the fact that he himself needs to improve, given the fact that he himself needs to get better as a manager? Anthony Raiola is a question mark. Michael Carrick is a question mark. Can we take Chelsea seriously with the players that they sign? So Arsenal probably have one of the easiest routes towards the back-to-back. I know what people say, certain injuries and players like this. This is exactly why Arsenal are signing the likes of Tzolis. This is exactly why they're linked to Morgan Rogers. This is exactly why they're looking at Julian Alvarez. This is exactly why they're looking at Ayoub Boadi, Bruno Guimaraes, whoever it is. They're looking at all these players for these depth reasons. Declan Rice is tired. He's knackered. He's blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's why they're looking at Bruno Guimaraes. And I'll tell you guys, based off experience, because we dealt with Newcastle all summer last summer, £100 million is too much for 29-year-old Bruno Guimaraes. Maybe 2 seasons ago, when he was 26, 27, it would have made sense. It doesn't make sense anymore. So Newcastle are asking for too much money, and I believe that they will sell for cheaper anyway. They will sell in that range of 60 to 70. You bring in a leader, you bring in someone who's a captain, you bring in someone who's World Cup experience like Bruno Guimaraes. He played even very well at the World Cup. He doesn't have to take penalties at Arsenal anyway, so forget the penalty that he missed. So I think there is exciting times for Arsenal fans to come, because Pep Guardiola is gone. Arne Slot is gone. There is no other Premier League manager in the Premier League that is a Premier League champion other than Mikel Arteta. You're slowly but surely improving the team. Berta is cooking. Arteta is cooking. It's all about improving the squad. It's all about getting better squad depth. It's all about making the team better. And guess what? Arsenal are making the team better right now. They're improving the depth. They're improving the team. They're bringing in fresh legs. They're bringing in fresh players who would keep the squad excited. And it's not just go again with the same exact players. So I think Arsenal fans have a lot to be excited about. I think, Arsenal fans have a lot to be happy about. And signing Tzolis for something like, 40 million euros, that's nothing money, with all due respect, nowadays. Anyway, Arsenal signed Tzolis. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Peace out.